Hi guys. Um, so Alexis here, and today we're going to talk about a few opinions I have. I will also simultaneously be eating a heart, so just don't mind the fact that it's 12:30 in the afternoon and I haven't eaten breakfast yet. All right. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is everything drugs. And we love drugs. Um, Drug use is one of the things closest to my heart, not because I approve of it anyway. I'm going to take this off so it's my face. Not because I approve of it in any way, but because of the fact that due to drugs, my family was literally torn apart. Um, I am the product of I guess not a product really. Um, I come from a family where drugs were a part of daily life, not like me personally taking the drugs, but my mother and her various boyfriends that she had over the years. Um, so the fact that right now drugs are highly illegal is really great for me. And I know people are going to say, "Oh, but what about marijuana? It just calms you down and makes you chill out, and it helps you focus, and there's nothing really wrong with marijuana." And blah 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 blah. My opinion is that marijuana is a gateway drug, and people can say that, "Oh no, I'm just going to do marijuana. I'm never gonna, I'm just going to smoke some weed. I'm never going to do anything else. You know, it's really not that bad. I can stop whenever I want." Drugs are like cigarettes. They're addictive and habit forming, and it takes years to stop um, using them. And nicotine has a smaller effect on your brain than marijuana does, because marijuana actually messes with dopamine inhibitors in your brain. I think that's the right one. Either way, it messes with inhibitors in your brain that cause those reactions to calm you down or make you focus or blah 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 blah. So really, marijuana isn't that great. Why would you want to do something that gives you brain damage anyways? That's so basically the long and short of it is, well, I guess the short I already gave you the long, is that drugs are legal for a reason. I agree on this point with the government who keeps them illegal. So you know why would you do that to yourself? Why would you cause permanent brain damage? Why would you when you do drugs, you're not just affecting yourself. You can say you are. You can try to believe that you are, but you're not. You're affecting everyone that's around you because they have to deal with you when you're drugged out. You're dealing with you're messing with your future family, your future employment opportunities, your schooling. You're messing with so much, and the fact of the matter is that people who do drugs don't realize that. They think that they can stop whenever they want, and they can't. Rehab was invented or created or whatever for a reason, because people think that they can stop whenever they want, and they can't, and they just fall deeper and deeper into addiction, and that really sucks. Um, okay, moving on. The next thing I'm going to talk about is gay marriage. Um, Now, obviously, there are two very different parties when it comes to gay marriage, uh, or as I like to call it, marriage equality. So you can already tell I'm going with this. But there's the people who disagree with gay marriage, and then there are the people who agree with the fact that people should be allowed to marry whoever the fuck they want. Okay, so that's where we are on this. I firmly believe that marriage is an equal opportunity institution. I think that you should be allowed to marry whoever you want, whenever you want, whenever you want, but whoever you want, be it you're a male wanting to marry a man, be it a woman wanting to marry a woman, or a man wanting to marry a woman. Since we like tradition and everything. And obviously a lot of people think that too, otherwise gay marriage wouldn't be legal in the state that I live in, which is Washington. It wouldn't be legal in New York. It wouldn't be legal in all those other states. Sorry, I only know two. But I know it's legal other places as well. California, I think it's legal in California. Anyways, obviously a lot of people think that is something that should happen too. Celebrities, a lot of celebrities agree that marriage should be allowed, even if it's not the traditional form of marriage. Because life without love is personally a life that I do not think worth living. I mean, how could you live if you know that you're not allowed to love the person who you love? Oh, like saying that gay people can like date whoever they want but not marry them is like saying, oh yeah, straight Susie, you can date Jack and you can fall in love with him and want to spend the rest of your life with him, but Jack, now you two can never get married because Jack is he's Hispanic and you're white. That's what it's saying. This whole debate over whether it should be legal or not is exactly like the interracial marriage debate that happened back in the like 40s, 50s, 60s, until it was made legal. And just like there's nothing wrong with interracial marriage, there's nothing wrong with marriage equality. Okay, marriage, I guess that would fall under marriage equality also. And the people who are debating it and standing against it so firmly today are going to be the people that everyone laughs at in the next 100 years when, it's not Jack and Jill who fell down the hill, but it's Jack and Bill. So, just do whatever you want and let people do whatever they want, because how someone else lives their life does not affect you. And my favorite part of gay marriage debate is when people say, oh, but if we start allowing man to marry man, it'll destroy the sanctity of marriage. And I'm like, no. 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 So here's the thing. On average, Christians, who are usually the ones who are opposing gay marriage on the basis that it will destroy the sanctity of marriage, do not stay married, on average, as long as non-Christian or non-religious couples. Furthermore, gay couples tend to stay together longer than straight couples, especially straight Christian couples. So how they're destroying the sanctity of marriage, I'm not quite sure, but I know when I see pictures of two men who are holding signs that say we've been together for 80 years and we're still going strong, next to a couple of people who were married for 10 years and got divorced, both debating gay marriage, it doesn't really make sense to me. In fact, I feel like I should go take dating tips from a person, because they obviously have to figure it out. Yep. Yep, that's how I feel about that one. The next thing I want to talk about is, wait, let me backtrack really quick. Also, I watched this thing by Ellen DeGeneres, who I happen to love, that said that people seem to think that if, you know, gay people are allowed to get married, then people are going to start marrying goats or animals or something. And now that sounds ridiculous. Think about it. Okay, let's talk about it. People assume the worst when they hear that traditional marriage is being threatened. They're like, oh, what are they going to do now? Marry an animal? Yes, I would personally love to marry a goat. Personally love to go, I have a dog laying right over here. I would love to marry her. Since in Washington, gay people are now allowed to get married and marriage equality has happened in Washington state, I would now like to push that further and marry my pet because, that'd be really great. You know, I would let her sit on a chair at the table and she'd eat her dog food every morning and I'd eat my cereal. And then at night we would cuddle together in the itty bitty twin bed. And, it just worked out so well. We'd have to adopt, of course, but, marriage equality happened. So, obviously that's the logical next step. Yep. Again, no. Just no. People irritate the crap out of me. Okay. So basically, I'm for gay marriage. People should be allowed to do whatever they want. Next thing I'm going to talk about, while I'm rambling while this video is really long. Okay, the next thing I'm going to talk about is actually, we're going to call that it for today. You know why? It's that French Pop-Tart. And because it's going to be a scene, helping so long as I can. So I'm going to watch this whole thing. I love it. Okay, if you have any questions or comments, go ahead and message me on my, in my ask box, which should be somewhere up there. And if I'm going the wrong direction, it should be up there. Alright. If you do not follow me on Tumblr, you should. And if you don't know my Tumblr, alrighty. Have a nice day.